Welcome back, American Coin Hunter. Today, we are focusing on a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but to those who study minting errors and variations, it holds a unique charm. The 2018 D. Lincoln cent. While most people see pennies as everyday change, for collectors, even a single cent can tell a story spanning centuries of American history and innovation. The 2018 D cent belongs to the Lincoln Shield series, which was first introduced in 2010 to replace the previous Lincoln Memorial design that had been in circulation for over 6 decades. This series was designed to honor the legacy of President Abraham Lincoln while emphasizing the enduring concept of unity, symbolized by the shield on the reverse. The obverse of the 2018 D cent continues the classic Lincoln portrait, originally sculpted by Victor David Brenner in 1909 for the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Lincoln faces right, with his calm and contemplative gaze capturing both dignity and historical significance. Every detail of Lincoln's hair, beard, and facial features has been meticulously crafted to maintain the integrity of Brenner's original design while fitting the modern die production techniques used by the U.S. Mint. Surrounding Lincoln are the words "In God We Trust," above his head, and to the left and right, "Liberty," and the year 2018, respectively. The D Mint mark beneath the date signifies that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the two primary facilities for cent production today. Flipping the coin reveals the Lincoln Shield, a symbol rich in meaning and detail. The shield consists of 13 vertical stripes, representing the original 13 colonies, bound together by a horizontal bar at the top that symbolizes the federal government, a visual metaphor for unity and strength. Above the shield, the phrase "E pluribus unum" reminds us of the nation's motto, literally meaning, out of many, one. The words "United States of America" and "1 cent" complete the reverse design, grounding the coin in both national pride and monetary function. The intricate details of the shield, while small, are carefully rendered, and these details sometimes become the focal point for collectors when examining error coins or variations. When it comes to specifications, the 2018 D. Lincoln cent maintains the standard measurements of modern pennies. It weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters with a thickness of 1.52 millimeters. Its composition is primarily zinc at 97.5%, with a thin copper plating of 2.5%, continuing the format introduced in 1982 when the U.S. Mint shifted from a predominantly copper coin to a more cost-effective copper-plated zinc design. The edge of the coin is smooth, as is standard for all Lincoln cents post-1909. Collectors often use weight and composition as initial checks when assessing whether a coin may have anomalies or errors, since variations in these areas can indicate a die error or an off-metal strike. Speaking of errors, the 2018 D. Lincoln cent has several documented anomalies that make certain coins highly desirable to collectors. Among these, the most frequently reported are doubled dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, and variations in the copper plating that can appear as missing or irregular layers. Doubled die errors occur when the coin is struck more than once with a slight misalignment between strikes, creating the appearance of doubled letters or numerals. On the 2018 D. cent, collectors have noted doubling on the date, the word "Liberty," and sometimes on parts of the shield design. Die cracks are another common type of mint error, appearing as raised lines on the coin's surface where the die has fractured. These cracks vary in length and prominence, and some can run across the shield or even through Lincoln's bust on the obverse. Off-center strikes, while rare, can occur when the coin blank shifts slightly during the striking process, resulting in a portion of the design being cut off or misaligned. Market interest in 2018 D. Lincoln cents with errors remains moderate but notable among collectors who specialize in modern errors. Unlike older coins with historic rarity, these cents are accessible to most collectors, but the price can increase dramatically depending on the type and severity of the error, as well as the coin's condition. Coins graded in mint state, MS, by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC often command higher prices, particularly if the error is well-defined and visually striking. While there is no verified record of a 2018 D. cent reaching anywhere near hundreds of millions of dollars, serious collectors do pay premiums for coins with prominent errors, especially when they are scarce in circulation or feature visually dramatic die anomalies. In addition to errors, variations in color and luster can also affect collectability. Some coins may exhibit lighter or darker copper tones, sometimes due to slight differences in the plating process or post-mint environmental effects. Coins that have preserved their original mint luster and show sharp detail are more attractive to collectors and can sometimes fetch higher prices in the market, especially if accompanied by a documented error or unique characteristic. Collectors who are new to the hobby are often advised to inspect their coins with magnification to identify subtle anomalies that might not be immediately visible to the naked eye. As we begin to explore this coin more deeply, it becomes clear that even modern cents carry stories of artistry, production intricacies, and potential collectible value. The 2018 D. Lincoln cent may seem ordinary in everyday transactions, but within the collector community, it represents both a continuation of a historic design and the excitement of discovering minor minting quirks. For anyone holding one in a pocket, drawer, or coin roll, taking the time to examine the coin carefully might reveal subtle details that elevate its interest. Perhaps a slight doubling on the shield, an unexpected die crack, or a misaligned strike that transforms an everyday penny into a numismatic conversation piece. As we continue exploring the 2018 D. Lincoln cent, it is important to understand that the coin's true allure for collectors often lies in the subtle anomalies that occur during the minting process. Unlike historic coins that are rare due to limited production, modern cents, such as the 2018 D, gain interest because of identifiable errors, unique die characteristics, or exceptional preservation. Among the most sought-after error types for this series are doubled dies, repunched mint marks, die cracks, and off-center strikes, each carrying its own level of rarity and desirability within the numismatic community. Doubled dies are particularly fascinating to collectors. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin receives multiple impressions, slightly misaligned. In the case of the 2018 D cent, collectors have reported examples where doubling is visible on the date 2018, the letters in Liberty, and even on the thin horizontal lines of the shield. What makes these coins captivating is that the doubling is often subtle, requiring careful examination with magnification. However, once identified, it becomes a clear hallmark of a minting anomaly that can set a coin apart from the millions of standard issues. The rarity of such errors in modern pennies varies depending on production volume and the severity of the misalignment, but they are generally much more accessible than rarities from the early 20th century, making them an exciting entry point for new collectors. Repunched mint marks are another category of interest for the 2018 D cent. Occasionally, during the minting process, the D mint mark may be punched more than once on the die, resulting in slight duplication or shadowing of the letter beneath or beside the primary mint mark. These errors can be very small, almost imperceptible without a strong magnifying glass or microscope, but to collectors, they are important identifiers of a coin's uniqueness. While not every repunched mint mark significantly increases value, particularly bold or dramatic examples are sought after by error collectors and can command premiums compared to standard circulation coins. Die cracks and die chips are also commonly observed in modern cents, including the 2018 D. These imperfections occur when the die used to strike coins develops small fractures from repeated use. When the die fractures, it leaves raised lines or bumps on the struck coin. Collectors often track the location, size, and prominence of these die cracks, as some patterns are rarer than others. For example, a crack that extends across the top of the shield or runs through Lincoln's bust on the obverse is far more eye-catching and collectible than minor, thin lines along the edge of the coin. Some 2018 D cents exhibit multiple die cracks on both sides, creating what collectors sometimes call a spiderweb effect, which can make a coin highly desirable among error enthusiasts. Off-center strikes, though less common, are among the most visually dramatic errors for modern pennies. An off-center strike occurs when the coin blank is not properly aligned in the press, causing part of the design to be missing or cut off. On a 2018 D cent, an off-center strike may result in Lincoln's bust being partially cropped or the shield on the reverse being misaligned. Depending on the degree of misalignment, these coins can vary from mildly unusual to extraordinarily rare. Coins struck more than 15% off-center are particularly collectible, with their value increasing in proportion to the severity of the misalignment and the coin's overall condition. Grading plays a crucial role in the value and desirability of modern-era coins like the 2018 decent professional coin grading services such as PCGS, NGC, and Anax assign grades based on a coin's condition, luster, strike quality, and presence of imperfections. Mint state grades, often abbreviated as MS, indicate that a coin has never been circulated and retains its original mint luster, with MS 65, MS 66, and MS 67 being the most commonly referenced for high-grade coins. Error coins that are also in mint state condition are particularly prized, as they combine the excitement of an anomaly with the perfection of preservation. Collectors often search through rolls or purchase coins from reputable dealers with verified grades to ensure authenticity and condition. Market trends for 2018. Delinquencies with errors are driven by several factors, including rarity, visual appeal, and collector interest. While ordinary circulation coins have a face value of just 1 cent, examples with dramatic errors or exceptional preservation can fetch higher prices. For example, a 2018 D cent with a pronounced double die or a large off-center strike may sell for anywhere from tens to hundreds of dollars, depending on condition and collector demand. Though there is no verified record of these coins reaching speculative claims of millions of dollars within the error coin market, their relative accessibility makes them an exciting addition to collections, offering both affordability and the thrill of discovering unusual minting characteristics. Collectors also pay attention to subtle variations in color and surface finish. Some 2018 D-cents display variations in the copper plating, appearing slightly lighter or darker than typical circulation examples. These variations can result from differences in the plating process at the mint or post-mint environmental effects. While these factors may not always dramatically affect market value, coins with vibrant, original mint luster and sharp details are generally more attractive to collectors, especially when paired with a documented mint error. For those seeking to build a specialized collection, documenting the combination of error type, grade, and color variation can create a unique and highly personal assemblage of modern Lincoln cents. Another aspect of collecting 2018 D Lincoln cents is understanding their production history and context. In 2018, the U.S. Mint struck billions of pennies at both the Philadelphia and Denver facilities, making modern cents highly abundant. However, errors remain relatively uncommon, occurring sporadically due to mechanical misalignments, die wear, or other production anomalies. This scarcity within abundance creates a compelling dynamic for collectors. While the coin itself is everyday money, finding an error transforms it into a collectible item, a small piece of contemporary numismatic history. In addition, the 2018 D-cent carries cultural and historical significance beyond its physical characteristics. It continues the legacy of Lincoln's portrayal on the cent, a tradition that began over a century ago in 1909 and connects modern collectors with the broader story of U.S. coinage. Each coin, whether an error or standard issue, is a tangible artifact representing both monetary function and artistic design. Collectors who appreciate these aspects often view the coin as more than its face value, recognizing it as part of an ongoing narrative of craftsmanship, history, and subtle variation that defines the study of coins. As we delve further into the 2018 D Lincoln cent, it becomes clear that the excitement for collectors is not just in the coin itself, but in the small, fascinating anomalies that distinguish one piece from another. One of the most well-documented categories for the 2018 D cent is the double die error. These errors can occur in several areas of the coin, but the most notable and collectible examples involve the date, the word liberty, and occasionally subtle doubling on the shield's horizontal and vertical lines. Collectors often use magnification to study these coins, as the doubling can be extremely fine, almost imperceptible at first glance. The thrill comes from identifying the precise areas where the doubling is most pronounced, as this can significantly affect both collector interest and market value. Die cracks and die chips on the 2018 D cent offer another avenue of intrigue. These imperfections happen when the steel die used to strike coins develops small fractures, often due to the repeated pressure of coin production. A die crack manifests as a raised line on the surface of the coin, and some 2018 D-cents feature multiple cracks that extend across the shield or even through Lincoln's bust. In extreme cases, die chips, small raised blobs caused by broken die pieces, can appear on the coin, creating a visually striking irregularity. Collectors particularly prize coins where these die cracks form unique patterns, as such patterns are often unrepeatable, creating one-of-a-kind examples within a mass-produced series. Off-center strikes are rare, but highly collectible when they appear. In a coin with an off-center strike, part of the design is missing, giving it a distinctive and dramatic appearance. For the 2018 D-cent, these strikes can cut off portions of Lincoln's profile or the shield, making the coin immediately recognizable even without magnification. The severity of the misalignment largely dictates the coin's appeal and value. Mild misalignments may be interesting to collectors, but severe off-center strikes that remove a significant portion of the design are especially desirable. Repunched mint marks are another subtle error that collectors pursue. On a 2018 D-cent, the D mint mark beneath the date may show signs of being struck more than once, resulting in faint shadows or doubling of the letter. While repunched mint marks may seem minor, their presence can distinguish a coin from the millions of standard issues and add a layer of numismatic interest. Collectors often photograph these coins carefully, documenting the anomaly for reference in trading and cataloging. Grading remains an essential factor in determining the value and collectability of any 2018 D Lincoln cent coins in mint state, meaning they have never circulated and retained their original luster, are far more desirable than worn examples. Within mint state, further gradations exist, with MS 65, MS 66, and MS 67 representing coins of superior quality. Coins with error varieties that also achieve high mint state grades are particularly prized, combining rarity of condition with uniqueness of strike. Professional grading services such as PCGS, NGC, and ANAX certify both the grade and the authenticity of errors, which can dramatically influence market perception and pricing. Collectors often reference auction sales and private dealer transactions to assess current market trends for 2018 D Lincoln cent errors. For example, coins featuring pronounced double dies or severe off-center strikes have sold for significantly higher amounts than ordinary circulation pieces, reflecting their collectible value. While these coins are still accessible relative to older rare cents, dramatic errors can command premiums in the range of hundreds of dollars, depending on condition, visibility, and rarity. Documentation and certification play a critical role here, as verified error coins tend to attract more serious buyers and maintain their value over time. Another factor affecting market value is the coin's color and surface appearance. Some 2018 D-cents exhibit subtle differences in copper plating, resulting in lighter or darker hues compared to standard circulation coins. Collectors often prefer coins with original mint luster and sharp, clear details, as these traits indicate minimal handling and exposure to environmental factors. Coins that retain these qualities are generally more appealing, and when combined with a documented error, can become standout pieces in a collection. For collectors building specialized sets, the 2018 D Lincoln cent offers numerous avenues for exploration. Some focus on assembling coins with specific error types, such as all known double dies or off-center strikes from that year. Others may pursue a more general approach, collecting high-grade coins with visually striking features or unique variations in plating. Documentation is key. Many collectors photograph each coin, record its grade, note its error type, and track market trends to understand both rarity and potential value. The 2018 D-cent also serves as a tangible connection to American numismatic history. While it is a modern coin, its design roots trace back to Victor David Brenner's original Lincoln portrait from 1909, linking contemporary minting to over a century of artistic tradition. The shield on the reverse symbolizes unity, a reminder of the nation's founding principles, and even minor errors on this design become part of a larger story about production, precision, and human oversight in the minting process. Each coin, whether ordinary or anomalous, is a small but meaningful artifact representing this intersection of art, history, and commerce. In addition to error varieties, some collectors pay attention to die rotations, which occur when the obverse and reverse designs are slightly misaligned. While subtle rotations are relatively common and may not drastically impact value, more pronounced rotations can be visually striking, adding another layer of interest to a collection. These coins demonstrate the complexity of modern minting processes and remind collectors that even in highly mechanized production, minor variations can create unique pieces. Collectors also exchange knowledge about these coins in forums, social media groups, and local numismatic clubs. Sharing photos of unusual examples, discussing grading nuances, and comparing notes about observed errors are all part of the vibrant collector community surrounding modern Lincoln cents. For the 2018 D-Cent, this community provides valuable insight into which error types are rare, how to identify them, and what to look for when searching through rolls or buying from dealers. As we move further into understanding the 2018 D-Lincoln cent, it's important to highlight how collectors approach the search for valuable errors in real-world situations. While these coins may circulate unnoticed in everyday transactions, careful observation and methodical inspection can reveal subtle anomalies that transform a standard penny into a prized collectible. One of the most effective strategies collectors use is examining rolls of pennies directly from banks or coin dealers. By closely inspecting each coin under magnification, collectors can identify doubled dies, repunched mint marks, and minor die cracks that might otherwise go unnoticed. This process requires patience and attention to detail, but the rewards are significant, as finding an unusual 2018 D-Cent can immediately elevate a collector's interest and potentially increase its market value. Among the known error varieties of the 2018 D-Lincoln cent, doubled dies remain the most popular among collectors. Several documented examples feature doubling on the date, the letters in Liberty, or specific lines within the shield. One collector reported discovering a 2018 D-Cent with particularly strong doubling on the 18 of the date. Under magnification, the raised lines appeared doubled with slight separation, making it immediately recognizable. Coins like this are particularly desirable because the doubling is clear, visually striking, and verifiable. When submitted to professional grading services, such examples often receive certification as a doubled die, providing assurance to buyers and significantly enhancing the coin's collectability. Die cracks and die chips provide another avenue of exploration. Some 2018 D-Cents have been observed with multiple cracks running through the shield or along Lincoln's bust. These imperfections result from repeated die stress during the minting process, and no two cracked dies produce identical patterns. One well-documented example featured a crack extending from the top left of the shield down toward the lower edge, creating a dramatic visual effect. Coins with prominent die cracks are often collected not only for their error type, but also for the unique pattern that makes each coin essentially one-of-a-kind. Off-center strikes in the 2018 D-Cent series also attract considerable attention. Coins that are struck even slightly off-center can be intriguing, but those with more severe misalignments, where Lincoln's bust is partially missing or the shield is cropped, are especially prized. Collectors often categorize off-center coins by the degree of misalignment, typically expressed as a percentage. For example, a coin struck 5% off-center may be mildly interesting, but one struck 25% off-center is far rarer and visually dramatic, often commanding higher prices in collector markets. Repunched mint marks continue to be subtle but fascinating anomalies. On certain 2018 D-Cents, the D mint mark beneath the date exhibits evidence of being struck twice, creating a faint secondary impression slightly displaced from the primary mark. These coins are often overlooked by casual collectors, but are prized by error enthusiasts who specialize in mint mark anomalies. Documenting these coins with high-resolution photographs is a common practice, and verified examples frequently appear in online auction listings, sometimes selling for premiums above their standard market value. Advanced collectors often combine error types when evaluating coins. For instance, a 2018 D-Cent might exhibit both a doubled die on the date and a minor die crack running through the shield. Coins with multiple error characteristics are particularly appealing because they showcase the complexity and unpredictability of minting processes. Collectors actively seek these examples because they offer multiple points of interest increasing both aesthetic appeal and market value. Professional grading is another critical aspect for serious collectors. Coins submitted to grading services such as PCGS, NGC, or ANAX receive a numerical grade reflecting their condition, with higher grades indicating superior preservation. Mint state coins, such as MS 65 or higher, are especially prized. When combined with an identified error, a high-grade 2018 decent can command significantly more attention in collector circles than an ungraded or circulated example. Grading not only validates the coin's condition but also provides authentication for the error type, giving buyers confidence and often increasing the coin's marketability. Collectors also pay attention to color, luster, and surface quality. While most modern pennies have a standard copper-plated zinc composition, subtle differences in plating or environmental effects can result in variations in tone. Some 2018 D-cents exhibit bright, reddish copper luster, while others have darker, more muted surfaces. Coins retaining original mint luster and sharp details are often preferred, particularly if they also feature a notable error. Collectors document these traits carefully, often photographing coins under controlled lighting to highlight both the anomaly and surface quality. Market trends for 2018 D Lincoln cents are shaped by both scarcity and collector demand. While the face value of a penny is 1 cent, coins with pronounced errors can sell for dozens or even hundreds of dollars depending on severity and condition. Notable examples of doubled dies, off-center strikes, and significant die cracks tend to generate interest in online auctions, coin shows, and private dealer transactions. Serious collectors follow these sales closely to assess current trends and identify which error types are in highest demand. Another key strategy for collectors is networking within the numismatic community. Online forums, social media groups, and local coin clubs provide platforms to share discoveries, verify errors, and trade coins. Collectors often post high-resolution images of their coins, discuss grading nuances, and compare error types, creating a collaborative environment for learning and acquisition. This networking can be especially valuable for modern coins like the 2018 D-cent, where errors are accessible but still require careful observation and verification to identify. As we continue exploring the 2018 D Lincoln cent, it's essential to understand how collectors approach real-world examples in circulation and the market. While these pennies are extremely common in everyday transactions, modern numismatics has shown that even a coin with a face value of 1 cent can carry interest, prestige, and in some cases, modest monetary premium when errors or exceptional conditions are involved. One of the first steps in advanced collecting is recognizing the types of anomalies that may appear and understanding their significance. Doubled dies, for example, remain among the most sought-after errors for the 2018 D-cent. Collectors often begin by examining the date, 2018, and the letters in Liberty under magnification. A pronounced double die will reveal a subtle duplication of the numerals or letters, sometimes with an offset that creates a shadow-like effect. Coins with the most obvious and dramatic doubling are highly prized. One notable example sold at a specialized online auction for a price several hundred times higher than its face value, illustrating how even a modern penny can capture collector attention when the error is clear and visually compelling. Die cracks, often overlooked by casual collectors, are another avenue of interest. These raised lines appear where the steel die fractured during production and transferred the imperfection to the coin. On some 2018 D-cents, die cracks have been observed running through Lincoln's bust or across the shield on the reverse. Certain patterns, especially those that form dramatic or unusual shapes, are considered rare and are highly collectible. Coins with multiple die cracks, sometimes called spiderweb patterns, provide a unique visual appeal and often command higher prices than coins with a single minor crack. Off-center strikes, though less frequent, are among the most visually striking anomalies. Coins struck off-center can have Lincoln's bust partially cropped, the shield cut off, or other portions of the design missing entirely. Collectors categorize off-center strikes by percentage, often estimating how far the design is misaligned. A coin struck 5% off-center may attract interest, but one with a 25% misalignment is considered rare and can be sold at a premium, especially if the coin is otherwise in mint state condition. Repunched mint marks are another subtle but important variation to watch for. In some 2018 D cents, the D mint mark beneath the date shows faint evidence of having been struck twice, creating a shadowed or slightly duplicated impression. These errors may be easy to miss without careful inspection, but are highly regarded among dedicated error collectors. Documenting such coins, ideally with high-resolution photography or professional certification, can significantly increase confidence when buying, selling, or trading within the collector community. When evaluating coins, grading is essential. Professional grading services such as PCGS, NGC, and ANAX provide both authentication and condition assessment. Mint state, MS, grades are assigned to coins that have never circulated and retain their original luster. MS 65, MS 66, and MS 67 represent increasingly high levels of preservation. Coins with errors that are also high grade are particularly valuable because they combine rarity with pristine condition. For collectors, submitting a coin for grading can be a worthwhile investment, as certified examples often fetch higher prices and are easier to sell or trade. Preservation strategies are also key for modern Lincoln cents. Collectors typically store coins in protective holders, capsules, or archival quality flips to prevent scratches, tarnishing, or other damage. Proper storage ensures that the coin maintains its original luster and detail, which is especially important for error coins where subtle features such as doubled dies or die cracks are part of the value proposition. Environmental factors, including humidity and temperature, can also affect copper-plated zinc coins, so controlled storage is recommended for serious collectors. Another advanced tip for collectors is examining color and surface characteristics. While the 2018 D cent is copper-plated zinc, slight differences in color can occur due to variations in the plating process or environmental exposure. Bright, reddish copper surfaces are often preferred over darker or duller coins, especially when combined with a visually striking error. Subtle tonal variations can make a coin stand out in a collection, and documenting these traits through photographs or descriptive notes enhances both understanding and marketability. The collector community plays a crucial role in building knowledge about 2018 D Lincoln cents. Forums, social media groups, and local coin clubs provide platforms to share discoveries, verify anomalies, and discuss market trends. Collectors often post detailed images of doubled dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks, offering peer review and guidance. Networking with other collectors can also help identify rare coins, track auction prices, and gain insight into which errors are currently in high demand. Market examples show that while a standard 2018 D cent is worth only 1 cent, coins with pronounced errors have a wider range of values. A well-documented double die or severe off-center strike can sell for tens or hundreds of dollars, particularly if certified in a high grade. Die cracks with unique patterns or coins with multiple anomalies can also command premiums. While these prices are nowhere near speculative claims of millions, they reflect real market interest and demonstrate that modern pennies can be collectible when errors or unusual features are present. Collectors also often develop strategies for searching through circulation to find 2018 D cents with errors. Bankrolls, coin machines, and change from retail transactions are all potential sources. By carefully examining coins with magnification, documenting any anomalies, and tracking patterns of discovered errors, collectors can build a focused collection that highlights the most interesting and valuable examples. Over time, this methodical approach not only improves knowledge, but also increases the chances of finding a coin that is both visually remarkable and collectible. As we move deeper into understanding the 2018 D Lincoln cent, it becomes evident that while these coins are mass-produced, the presence of errors transforms them into exciting collectibles. Serious collectors often focus on coins that combine multiple anomalies or exhibit particularly striking visual characteristics. Among the rarest and most sought-after types are prominent double dies, off-center strikes over 20%, dramatic die cracks, and bold repunched mint marks. These coins are prized not only for their scarcity, but also for the story they tell about the minting process and the small variations that can occur in even the most modern coin production. One notable example reported by collectors is a 2018 D cent featuring a dramatic double die on the date, 2018, where both the 1 and the 8 show visible separation and doubling, combined with a slight doubling on the word liberty. This coin attracted significant attention in online auctions and sold at a premium due to its strong visual impact and verifiable double die. Collectors prize such coins because the doubling is clearly visible without extreme magnification, making them ideal for display and educational purposes. Coins like this often serve as anchor pieces in a collection, demonstrating the type of anomaly that sets modern error coins apart from standard circulation. Die cracks can also produce unique and collectible coins. Some 2018 D-cents feature multiple cracks that form complex patterns across the shield or Lincoln's bust. Certain coins have what collectors call spiderweb die cracks, where lines radiate in multiple directions, creating a visually striking effect that is highly sought after. One such coin, discovered in a roll of change, featured a crack starting near the top left of the shield and fanning out diagonally toward the bottom edge, creating a pattern that no other recorded coin matched at the time. Collectors who specialize in die cracks often seek out these distinctive patterns, as they can make a coin one of a kind even within the massive production run of modern pennies. Off-center strikes remain among the most dramatic and visually appealing errors. A 2018 D-cent struck 25% off-center, for instance, may crop Lincoln's profile significantly while leaving part of the shield missing on the reverse. Such coins are rare because severe off-center strikes occur infrequently during production. These anomalies are easy to spot, making them popular among both beginner and experienced collectors. The degree of misalignment, combined with preservation, directly affects the coin's market appeal, and collectors often categorize them meticulously, noting the percentage of off-center strike, visible details, and overall eye appeal. Repunched mint marks, though more subtle, are equally important for advanced collectors. The D mint mark on some 2018 D-cents has been found to show faint secondary impressions, often slightly offset from the primary strike. These coins are documented carefully and, when paired with other anomalies like doubling or die cracks, can significantly enhance a collection. Proper documentation through photographs, notes, or professional certification adds credibility, making it easier to trade or sell the coin within the numismatic community. When assessing modern coins, grading remains an essential tool. Coins submitted to professional grading services like PCGS, NGC, or ANAX receive numerical grades that reflect both preservation and quality. Mint state coins, particularly MS 65 and above, are highly valued, especially when combined with an error. High-grade error coins command more attention in the market and often sell for higher premiums. Collectors are encouraged to submit coins with prominent anomalies, as verified grading establishes both authenticity and market credibility. Market sales of 2018 D Lincoln cent errors demonstrate the value potential of these coins. While a standard circulation penny remains worth its face value, examples with strong double dies, prominent die cracks, or severe off-center strikes have been documented selling in online auctions for tens to hundreds of dollars, depending on condition and rarity. Coins with multiple anomalies often attract even higher prices. These sales reflect real collector interest and show that even modern pennies can become valuable when unique characteristics are present. Advanced collectors often use targeted strategies to locate high-value coins. Searching rolls of pennies from banks or retail chains is a common method, paired with careful magnification to inspect for double dies, die cracks, or subtle repunched mint marks. Coins that appear unusual in color, strike, or alignment are further examined and documented. Collectors often maintain detailed logs of coins inspected, noting mint marks, anomalies, and visual features. Over time, this systematic approach increases the likelihood of discovering rare or visually appealing error coins. Storage and preservation also play a critical role in maintaining value. Coins are typically stored in protective holders, archival quality flips, or coin capsules to prevent scratching, tarnishing, or environmental damage. Maintaining the original luster and surface integrity of a coin ensures that both the error and the coin's eye appeal remain intact. Coins exposed to moisture, heat, or handling can lose their visual sharpness, reducing both aesthetic and market value. Beyond the physical attributes, The historical and artistic context adds depth to collecting 2018 D. Lincoln cents. Each coin continues the legacy of Lincoln's portrait on the cent, dating back to 1909, while the shield design symbolizes unity and the nation's founding principles. Errors and anomalies are reminders of the minting process's human and mechanical components, where even in highly mechanized production, variations occur, creating opportunities for collectors. This combination of history, artistry, and unpredictability makes the 2018 D-cent compelling to both beginners and advanced collectors alike. As we continue exploring the 2018 D. Lincoln cent, it becomes clear that understanding the nuances of errors, color variations, and market trends is essential for serious collectors. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting modern Lincoln cents is studying real-world examples that have surfaced in auctions, online marketplaces, and private sales. While standard circulation coins hold only face value, those with pronounced anomalies, exceptional preservation, or striking visual features can command significant attention and attract a dedicated collector base. Auction highlights often showcase some of the most dramatic error coins from the 2018 D series. For example, a 2018 D cent featuring an off-center strike estimated at 20 to 25% misalignment sold for several $100s in a specialized online auction. The coin was notable not only for the off-center strike, but also for the preservation of Lincoln's portrait and the shield details, which remained clear despite the misalignment. Another example included a double die on both the date and the word Liberty, with subtle doubling visible on the thin lines of the shield. Coins like this demonstrate how even modern pennies can become visually compelling collectibles when the anomaly is strong and the condition is high. Expert collectors often recommend specific techniques for spotting these errors in circulation. The first step is careful visual inspection under magnification, ideally using a 10x or higher loupe. This allows collectors to identify subtle doubling, faint repunched mint marks, or small die cracks that are easily overlooked by the naked eye. Lighting is also critical. Using a bright, angled light source can highlight raised lines, shadows, and imperfections on the coin's surface, making anomalies more visible. Additionally, comparing suspected error coins with known reference examples helps verify the type and severity of the error. Color and luster variations are another important consideration when evaluating 2018 D. Lincoln cents. While most modern pennies have a uniform copper-plated zinc appearance, subtle differences can occur due to plating inconsistencies, environmental exposure, or post-mint toning. Bright reddish copper coins are often preferred by collectors, as they preserve the original mint luster and enhance the visual appeal of errors. Coins with darker or uneven tones may be less desirable, although unusual coloration combined with an error can sometimes increase interest due to rarity or uniqueness. Collectors carefully document color and surface quality when cataloging coins, often photographing each example under controlled lighting conditions to capture details accurately. For those aiming to build a top-tier 2018 D. Lincoln cent collection, combining error types with high-grade preservation is a key strategy. Collectors typically seek coins that exhibit multiple anomalies, such as a double die combined with a prominent die crack or an off-center strike with repunched mint marks. These coins are highly prized because they offer both visual appeal and uniqueness. Professional grading of these examples ensures authenticity and condition verification, increasing their marketability and collectible value. Storage and preservation remain critical to maintaining the quality of a collection. Coins are ideally kept in airtight holders, archival quality flips, or coin capsules to prevent scratches, tarnishing, and environmental damage. Proper storage ensures that luster, surface integrity, and detail are preserved, which is especially important for error coins where subtle features define value. Collectors also maintain organized catalogs, documenting mint marks, anomalies, color, and grade for each coin. This level of detail not only aids in tracking and managing a collection, but also provides critical information when buying, selling, or trading with other collectors. Networking with the collector community is another essential strategy. Online forums, social media groups, and local coin clubs provide platforms to share discoveries, verify anomalies, and track market trends. Experienced collectors often mentor beginners, providing guidance on spotting errors, submitting coins for grading, and identifying coins with potential market value. This collaborative environment enhances learning, improves the chances of discovering high-quality error coins, and fosters connections with like-minded numismatists. Advanced collectors often adopt a methodical approach when searching for rare 2018 descents. Bankrolls, coin machines, and change from everyday transactions are all potential sources. Coins that appear unusual in color, strike, or alignment are set aside for closer inspection. Over time, a systematic examination process can lead to discoveries of doubled dies, off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, or coins with dramatic die cracks. Patience and attention to detail are essential, as even a subtle error can transform an ordinary penny into a collectible gem. As we progress into the world of 2018 Lincoln cents, the focus now shifts to the rarest and most sought-after examples. While most pennies circulate unnoticed, a small fraction exhibits dramatic anomalies that instantly attract collector attention. These include the strongest doubled dies, severe off-center strikes, unusually large or complex die cracks, and bold repunched mint marks. Coins that combine multiple error characteristics are particularly prized, as they offer both visual appeal and uniqueness, making them centerpiece items in any modern Lincoln cent collection. Among the rarest 2018 examples are coins with severe doubled dies. While mild doubling can be found with careful inspection, some coins feature striking, highly visible doubling on both the date, 2018, and the word Liberty. The doubling may also extend subtly into fine details of Lincoln's bust or the horizontal lines of the shield. These coins stand out because the anomaly is immediately noticeable without magnification, making them ideal for display and educational purposes. One such coin, sold at a specialized online auction, commanded a price many times its face value due to the clarity of the doubling and its mint state condition. Collectors often seek coins with the most dramatic doubling, as they represent the pinnacle of visual error appeal in modern pennies. Severe off-center strikes are another category of extreme rarity. A 2018 decent struck 25 to 30% off-center not only crops Lincoln's profile, but can also partially remove the shield design on the reverse. These coins are highly sought after because severe off-center strikes are uncommon, and the visual impact is dramatic. The percentage of misalignment, combined with preservation, directly influences collector demand and market value. Coins struck with less than 5% misalignment may be interesting, but those exceeding 20% are considered exceptional finds. Die cracks can also reach remarkable complexity, producing coins that are essentially one-of-a-kind. Some 2018 descents feature multiple interconnected cracks forming intricate patterns across both sides of the coin. Collectors refer to these as spiderweb die cracks due to their radiating, web-like appearance. Such coins attract attention not only for their rarity, but also for their striking visual presentation. One documented example exhibited a crack that began near Lincoln's shoulder, crossed the obverse, and continued across the shield on the reverse, creating an anomaly unmatched in other known examples. Coins with this level of detail are highly collectible and can serve as the centerpiece of a modern Lincoln cent error collection. Repunched mint marks on 2018 descents are more subtle but equally important to advanced collectors. The D mint mark may appear doubled or slightly offset, indicating that the die was struck multiple times. While minor repunched mint marks are less visually dramatic than severe doubling or off-center strikes, bold examples with noticeable secondary impressions can significantly enhance a coin's collectability. Coins that combine repunched mint marks with other anomalies, such as doubled dies or die cracks, are particularly appealing to specialists and often command premiums in the collector market. Professional grading is essential for documenting and verifying the value of these extreme examples. Services like PCGS, NGC, and ANAX evaluate both the coin's condition and its error characteristics. Mint state grades, particularly MS 65 through MS 67, are highly prized for modern cents. Graded coins provide authentication and market credibility, allowing collectors to buy, sell, or trade with confidence. High-grade coins with rare or visually striking errors often sell at auction for premiums far above their non-certified counterparts. Market examples further illustrate the collector demand for extreme 2018 D. Lincoln cent errors. Coins featuring severe double dies or highly misaligned off-center strikes have sold for hundreds of dollars, sometimes exceeding expectations in online auctions or private sales. Die cracks forming unusual patterns can similarly attract collector attention and drive prices higher. While these coins are far from reaching speculative millions, they offer a realistic glimpse into the modern era coin market, where rarity, visual appeal, and preservation converge to determine value. Advanced collectors often adopt systematic search strategies. Bankrolls, coin machines, and daily circulation provide opportunities for discovery. Coins that appear unusual in color, alignment, or strike are isolated for closer examination. Magnification, proper lighting, and reference comparison are essential tools for verifying anomalies. Many collectors maintain detailed logs, noting mint marks, error types, and visual characteristics. This level of documentation not only aids in building a comprehensive collection, but also enhances understanding of the relative rarity and desirability of specific anomalies. Color and surface quality remain critical factors for collectors. Bright reddish copper coins are highly desirable, preserving the original mint luster and enhancing the visibility of errors. Subtle differences in tone or plating may make a coin unique, and unusual coloration combined with an error can further elevate interest. Collectors often photograph coins under controlled lighting to accurately capture color, surface texture, and the error itself. Proper storage in protective holders, archival flips, or capsules ensures that both the anomaly and surface quality remain intact over time. Networking and community engagement also play a major role in collecting modern Lincoln cents. Online forums, social media groups, and local coin clubs allow collectors to share discoveries, verify errors, and track market trends. Collaborating with experienced collectors provides insights into which anomalies are rare, techniques for identifying errors in circulation, and current market demand. This knowledge is invaluable for both beginner and advanced collectors seeking to assemble a collection that includes some of the most visually and historically significant modern Lincoln cents. As we continue exploring the 2018 D. Lincoln cent, it becomes clear that this modern penny is far more than a simple 1-cent piece. Among collectors, the appeal lies in the subtle variations, production anomalies, and occasional dramatic errors that occur during minting. While most coins enter circulation unnoticed, the 2018 D offers an array of opportunities for enthusiasts to find, document, and preserve coins that stand out due to double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, and repunched mint marks. Understanding how to identify these errors and gauge their rarity is essential for building a meaningful collection. High-value examples of 2018 D error cents often include multiple anomalies on a single coin. For instance, a coin featuring a pronounced double die on the date 2018, along with faint doubling on Liberty, can attract significant collector interest, particularly when paired with a high mint state grade. When a minor die crack or repunched mint mark is present on the same coin, its desirability increases exponentially. Coins combining multiple error types are highly collectible because they represent the intersection of several minting anomalies in a single specimen, making them more unique and visually compelling than coins with a single minor error. Auction records demonstrate that collectors are willing to pay premiums for coins with exceptional features. A well-documented off-center strike exceeding 20% misalignment, for example, has sold for hundreds of dollars, reflecting both rarity and dramatic visual impact. Similarly, coins with bold, complex die cracks forming intricate patterns across Lincoln's bust or the shield can command higher prices due to their uniqueness and display potential. While the 2018 D series is abundant in standard circulation coins, these extreme examples are rare enough to make discovering one a thrilling experience for collectors. Ranking error rarity is another important consideration for serious collectors. Among 2018 D Lincoln cents, the rarest errors typically include severe double dies on both the date and Liberty, extreme off-center strikes exceeding 20%, complex spiderweb die cracks, and bold repunched mint marks. Each of these error types varies in prevalence and market demand, and their relative scarcity contributes directly to collectible value. Collectors often use reference guides, auction records, and online databases to track known examples and understand which errors are most sought after in modern collections. Expert techniques for identifying high-value errors are critical for successful collecting. Magnification is the most basic tool, allowing collectors to detect subtle doubling, faint repunched mint marks, or fine die cracks. Proper lighting is equally essential. Angled, bright light reveals shadows and raised lines that indicate anomalies. Comparing suspected error coins to standard examples or verified reference specimens is another key method, as it helps distinguish true errors from minor variations that occur during normal production. Documenting discoveries through high-resolution photography and detailed notes ensures accurate records for future reference and potential market transactions. That long-term preservation is also a major factor in maintaining value. Coins should be stored in airtight holders, archival quality flips, or coin capsules to prevent scratches, tarnishing, and environmental damage. Maintaining original luster and surface integrity is especially important for error coins, where even minor blemishes can reduce visual appeal and market interest. Controlled storage conditions, including stable temperature and humidity, help preserve both appearance and structural integrity over time. Collectors often maintain organized catalogs, logging mint marks, error types, grade, color, and surface quality for each coin. This detailed documentation not only aids in collection management, but also enhances credibility when buying, selling, or trading. Networking within the numismatic community provides further advantages. Online forums, social media groups, and local coin clubs allow collectors to share discoveries, verify anomalies, and track market trends. Experienced collectors provide guidance on grading, spotting subtle errors, and prioritizing which coins are most likely to hold value over time. Peer collaboration also helps new collectors understand the nuances of the 2018 D series, ensuring that mistakes are minimized and opportunities for acquiring rare errors are maximized. Finally, the 2018 D Lincoln Cent illustrates the intersection of art, history, and modern minting technology. Each coin continues the legacy of Victor David Brenner's Lincoln portrait while carrying the symbolic shield on the reverse. Errors and anomalies are a tangible reminder of the production process and its inherent variability. For collectors, this creates a narrative that goes beyond monetary value. Each coin tells a story of craftsmanship, human oversight, mechanical precision, and the unexpected surprises that occur even in a modern mint. Collecting these coins becomes not only a pursuit of rarity and value, but also an engagement with history, artistry, and the thrill of discovery. To be why understanding error types, grading standards, storage methods, and market trends, collectors can assemble a meaningful 2018 D Lincoln Cent collection. Whether seeking dramatic double dies, extreme off-center strikes, complex die cracks, or subtle repunched mint marks, the combination of careful observation, expert documentation, and methodical search strategies ensures that each coin contributes to a cohesive and highly desirable modern collection. For both new and experienced collectors, the 2018 D Lincoln Cent offers a unique opportunity to explore modern numismatics, uncover rare anomalies, and preserve a tangible piece of American coinage history. As we arrive at the final part of our exploration of the 2018 D Lincoln Cent, it's important to reflect on why this modern penny, while seemingly ordinary, has captured the imagination of collectors worldwide. Throughout this journey, we have explored doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, repunched mint marks, color variations, grading, preservation, and market trends. Now, we focus on the ultimate rare examples, best practices for assembling a collection, and expert tips that can elevate even a casual collector into a seasoned numismatist. Among the rarest 2018 D cents are those that combine multiple anomalies. Imagine a coin with a dramatic double die on the date and liberty, a bold off-center strike exceeding 25%, and a pronounced die crack cutting across Lincoln's bust and the shield. These coins are essentially unique, offering both visual drama and historical intrigue. While these extreme examples are scarce, discovering one, even in a bankroll or circulation, can be a career-defining moment for collectors. Coins like these have been highlighted in auction reports and online numismatic communities, with collectors paying hundreds of dollars for a single verified example, far beyond its face value. Another example of extreme rarity is a 2018 Descent exhibiting a spiderweb die crack across both sides of the coin combined with a repunched mint mark and slight doubling of the date. This combination creates a coin that is almost impossible to replicate, making it a centerpiece for any serious collection. Collectors often document these coins extensively, using high-resolution photographs, detailed notes, and professional certification. Proper grading and authentication not only confirm the coin's error type, but also enhance its marketability, ensuring that collectors can safely buy, sell, or trade with confidence. For building a complete and valuable 2018 Lincoln Cent collection, strategy is key. Start by defining the types of errors you want to pursue: doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, repunched mint marks, or combinations thereof. Acquire coins in high-grade condition whenever possible, as mint state coins are far more desirable than circulated examples. Systematically search through bank rolls, coin machines, and retail change while carefully inspecting each coin under magnification and proper lighting. Maintain detailed records for each coin, noting mint marks, error types, color, surface quality, and grade. This documentation ensures that your collection remains organized, verifiable, and highly credible for both personal satisfaction and market value. Expert tips for identifying high-value 2018 Descents include focusing on subtle anomalies first. Start with the date and liberty for doubled dies. Examine the shield for minor cracks, and inspect the D mint mark for repunching. Use angled lighting to reveal shadows and raised lines, and compare suspected errors to known reference examples. Coins with unusual color, luster, or striking anomalies should be set aside for further evaluation. Patience and consistency are essential. Many high-value examples are discovered not by chance, but through systematic and repeated inspection of large numbers of coins. Preservation cannot be overstated. Coins should be stored in protective holders, archival quality flips, or airtight capsules to prevent scratches, environmental damage, and tarnishing. Maintaining the original luster and surface quality preserves both aesthetic appeal and collectible value. A well-preserved error coin, even from a modern series like 2018 D, can retain and even increase its market interest over time. Controlled storage conditions, careful handling, and routine inspection are hallmarks of a professional collector's practice. Networking with other collectors is another key to success. Sharing discoveries in online forums, social media groups, or local coin clubs provides opportunities for verification, discussion, and trading. Experienced collectors can offer guidance on grading nuances, spotting subtle errors, and understanding which anomalies are most valued in the current market. This sense of community enhances the collecting experience and provides support for both beginners and advanced collectors seeking to refine their knowledge and acquisition strategies. Finally, the 2018 Lincoln Cent is a remarkable example of how modern coinage can be both ordinary and extraordinary. Its mass production belies the subtle variations and occasional dramatic errors that make each coin unique. Collecting these pennies is a pursuit of both education and discovery, connecting enthusiasts to the history, artistry, and mechanics of American minting. Each coin tells a story of precision and imperfection, of design and production, and of the thrill of finding something unexpected in a seemingly ordinary object. As we conclude this journey, remember that the true value of a 2018 Lincoln Cent lies not only in its potential market price, but also in the experience of discovery, study, and preservation. Whether you find a minor doubled die, a subtle repunched mint mark, or a dramatic off-center strike, each coin is a tangible piece of modern numismatic history. By combining careful observation, expert techniques, professional grading, and thoughtful preservation, you can build a collection that is both meaningful and visually striking. In the end, the 2018 Lincoln Cent reminds us that even the smallest, most familiar objects can hold incredible surprises. The thrill of uncovering an anomaly, understanding its place in the minting process, and preserving it for future generations is what makes coin collecting an endlessly rewarding pursuit. So whether you are a beginner searching through bank rolls or an advanced collector pursuing the rarest examples, the 2018 D. Lincoln Cent offers a world of opportunity, discovery, and fascination that will continue to captivate enthusiasts for years to come.